Hello, everyone. First of all, I'd like to start by saying thank you for the new followers, all you guys that, loyal listeners, and appreciate you guys. Please, we appreciate your support. Keep following us. Thank you. And to start off, this week's Generation I podcast with your hosts, me, Victor Martinez, Ehsan Farahi, Vlad Yudin, and Edwin Mejia. Yes, and thank you for Transparent Labs, our sponsor for this episode.
We got a very important question of the day today, but before that, there was an interesting comment that I saw. Remember one of the episodes we were talking about genetics? People can be like smoking and drinking into their old age.
Yep.
And it's one gentleman by the name of John Morris 77 said a very interesting comment. I want your reaction for it. He said, nicotine is actually good for health. He's saying nicotine is good for health. So smoking quality cigars into one's 90s isn't shocking. I've never heard nicotine is good for health. Have you ever?
I mean, Fidel Castro did it, and he died close to 100.
Maybe he isn't.
Yeah, he had good genetics, But
nicotine good for health?
No, this is the fact.
It's like if it is, it's like something so small, so it'll give you 2 good things and it'll give you 10 bad things, type of things. The
so
trade-off.
It's not good.
I don't think so. I mean, why? Unless the Surgeon General is wrong, or this guy's been hanging out with the Marlboro Man for too long. I don't know, one or the other. But a good cigar with a whiskey, it doesn't hurt once in a blue. But constantly, every day, as you would, like working out, training, I think you're gonna be asking for it. And again, there's very few people that you do see kind of last long for a while, drinking the little whiskey and having this cigar. They had a different genetic buildup.
I think we have to separate cigar and cigarette. These two.
One you inhale, what you don't inhale.
Yeah, because it's totally different.
Yeah, but
I like cigar.
I know.
I like a cigar. I like a nice
a cigar too, bro.
So it's a healthy.
If it's a Cuban, one of them illegal ones, contraband, like,
bro,
dude,
we all like cigars, but saying nicotine is good for health, that's a crazy thing.
We know it's not good for
health.
Your lungs not good for health.
No, your lungs will please and will disagree. They'll be like, no.
It's kind of impossible. You're living in New York and now you're not smoking cigar.
Yeah,
and
again, it's a pastime thing.
There's a lot of people that don't smoke cigars.
No.
Trust me.
I have to introduce them.
Yeah, a lot of people are missing out, but you do have the cigar people, you have the cigarette people, you have the hookah people, and then you have the vape people. And then you got the weed people.
And then you got everything people.
And then you got the, I don't ruin a good time people.
John Morris 77, thank you for your comment, but guys,
man,
it's not good for your health.
Yeah, support Dominican cigars if you are going to be smoking cigars.
Amen to that.
All right, let's do it. Transparent Labs brought us a question of the day.
Yeah, so this week's question, again, is hand-selected, again, by Victor, and every selected winner gets a chance of winning their choice of Transparent Lab products. Transparent Labs is well known for their 100% grass-fed protein with no preservatives. They have 28 grams of protein in each bottle. If you're looking for clean ingredients, no funny stuff, Transparent Labs is the way to go. Thanks again to our sponsor, Transparent Labs. Now,
only 4 to 6 ingredients. And Vic, this one was submitted actually by email, and it comes from military, Lieutenant Lorenzo Holcomb.
Lieutenant, thank you for your service.
Yeah. So that question from Lieutenant Lorenzo Holcomb is, good day, big dog, Vic. I'm a huge fan of yours from your humble beginnings to your rise to fame. I will try to keep my questions short, but provide you with enough information so you respond with a spot-on answer. I'm a 20-year Army veteran. I served in Iraq and Afghanistan, so physical fitness is instilled within me. I'm currently 54 years old, approximately 5'9", and my weight is 173 pounds. I'm currently prescribed testosterone CYP 200 milligrams. Dosage is 0.5 milligrams weekly. I work out 5 days a week at our PD gym. Workouts are as follows: Monday, chest tries; Tuesday, back buys.
So PD James, police officer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wednesday, shoulders; Thursday, back and buys; and Friday, chest tries. No leg day at the moment, as I have a stress fracture in my right knee from long distance running. Rep ranges for large muscle groups are 5 sets of 20 reps. Smaller groups are 5 sets of 12 reps. I want to gain mass while keeping a low body fat percentage. Please advise what I need to change regarding my workout selection and how much protein you think I should be taking daily, and your thoughts on my test dosage. Thanks again in advance, big dog, and you guys stay safe.
Oh, very good.
No, it's good, man. A lot of details there. Too bad you were in Iraqi war, the Why Bother war, you know. But regardless, but seriously, you know, thank you for, you know, you know, I'm just saying, you know. You know, it wasn't up to you, but you were up there, you did it, you stepped up, man. That's the only regret I have, is not going to the military. But again, you're about 173. Yep. So I would say,
5'9".
you know, 5'9", almost same height. You're a little underweight. I know you want to build some mass. Definitely 1 pound to 1.5. So on the protein, between 173 and 200 grams, that's good per day. On the building more mass, I see you're doing 5 sets, 20 reps. If you want to gain more mass, I would say lower it to the same amount of sets and reps as you do the smaller muscle. And therefore, obviously, you're going to go heavier, less reps, more mass. But this thing about not doing legs, I beg to differ. I know you have a stress fracture, but you still got calves. Train your calves. Do some hamstrings.
Hamstring,
yes.
very important.
If you can't squat, get on the leg press. There's so many different kinds of leg presses just to stimulate. You know, if you can do a simple press, maybe not full down on the bucket, you know, definitely at least get the motion. And again, this will actually help you post-op if you are going to get, you know, an operation for it. But definitely do not avoid legs whatsoever. I know you used to run. If you can run, you're walking now. So if you can walk, and can definitely do a couple of exercises, you know. It doesn't have to be crazy like you do, you know, your upper body, but definitely that will also help your weight gain. Remember, half your weight is down in the lower body. You know, so if you're trying to gain more weight only in the upper body, then you're going to have a slight imbalance, you know. And as far as nutrition, make sure, you know, whole foods, you know, nothing better than whole foods, you know, good amount of complex carbs, you know, good fats. And I mean, I don't know what else to tell you on your meals. I don't know how many meals he said he's eating.
He didn't say, but if he weighs 173 pounds,
yeah,
how much protein should be eating? At least 200.
Yeah, try to get it to at least between 173 to 200 grams per day. You know, per day, and try to get it in between at least 4 meals. You know, I don't know how long your schedule is. Obviously, the longer, then add a protein shake. That's all you could do. And on the test, you're taking 100 milligrams.
Dosage 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5. If it's cyprinate, you're doing 100. So that's 100 because you're doing half a cc, you know. That's TRT. And again, that's enough to sustain, you know, your test levels where you're not going all crazy trying to build too much mass. Can you go up every once in a while? I will have to say go up to 1 cc every 3 weeks, you know. And that would kind of break up the whole monotony of the half cc that's almost making you feel like the engine that could and it can't, you know. It's like it gives you the extra push, but it keeps you that low balance where it's not too much test, but just enough, you know. So you're going to see
Vic, what if you take a low amount of test, but then you take a test booster? Does it balance it out or not really?
No, because he's doing enough. He's doing 100 milligrams. And again, it's basically one of the best, most effective tests, you know. So that's why.
No need for a test booster.
I mean, for the test booster, again, it'll help slightly. But the biggest problem on his weight gain is he's not doing legs at all. And he did say he was a runner. So that alone will restrict you from gaining extra weight. You know, it's going to hinder your weight gain. I mean, I don't know how many miles you were running. My son runs about 5 miles. And he maintains a steady weight, you know, 160, you know, and, you know, he's a young kid. He can do that. And I told him, as soon as he starts running those 5 miles, let's turn it into 2, he'll start gaining extra weight again. But he loves to run. I'm not going to change that for him. But definitely, if you used to run, I know you can do some form of exercises. Definitely try hamstrings. Again, you don't have to go that heavy. You have to do calves, something. You're going to have a certain imbalance. And, I mean, lower your amount of reps and sets on the other big body parts.
What about
cover everything?
keeping the fat low? Anything on that?
Yeah, the fat low.
Definitely.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Fish, chicken, turkey.
And simple carbs.
Yeah, simple carbs. That's it. Potatoes, rice. Try to keep your rice 150 grams lower. And if you are having your last meal close to bedtime, keep it at vegetables, No keto diet like Ehsan. Not yet. You got to get you big first. But remember, big, healthy, not a lot of junk food or anything of the sorts. And you can enjoy, throw the pizza every once in a while. It'll break up the whole dieting monotony, but it's definitely something that's needed. Do the fish, keep your protein, a wide selection. That'll keep your diet more interesting, and it'll keep your working out a little bit more fun. But definitely, I can't say it enough, train those legs, man. Train those legs to your best capability without having, any more problems to your fracture.
I believe training your legs is the best testosterone booster.
I believe so too, man.
When you work out legs, the body develop testosterone, reduce testosterone. It's completely game changing. The people the people skip their legs because the quad gets sore. They cannot walk, basically.
What's the breathing? They always get the breathing rhythm wrong, of squatting down, breathe air out.
I do with my client like this, especially with the old people. I start with the hamstring glutes workout. Yeah.
He just is older. They're not old.
So no, when you're doing like a glutes and hamstring is strong,
yeah,
you're able to do squat. You're able to do lunges.
All I know is when I was training in the basement with just the barbells and the dumbbells, and when I joined the gym and started doing legs, it was like, boom, 20 pounds the first 3-4 months. And that was just from training legs, doing squats. And I didn't like the leg extensions because I didn't like the burn, but just doing squats. And my weight gain just shot up. And obviously,
squat is the mother of all workouts.
Yeah, and then obviously, different, machines I was able to use I couldn't do at home. But it's next level. But definitely, once you start doing that, notice the difference. And how many days a week he's training?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
5 days a week. Yeah, I mean, you should definitely be eating at least minimum 4 meals with that protein shake. And try to keep your protein shake for after the workout. So that way you could get a quick delivery system and, you're going to get the...
That's perfect. That's what I was going to say. He's getting the Transparent Lab, the cleanest protein, yes. Lieutenant Lorenzo Holcomb. So
yeah,
thank you for your question,
Load up
guys.
with that creatine too. That creatine alone will help you gain like 5 pounds,
That too. There you go.
Easily. Just the creatine will help, hold you a little bit more water into those muscle cells,
Guys, so please submit your questions in the comments below or just email us at info@generation9.com and hopefully Victor will answer it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being a fan, my brother. Thank you.
You need to take your muscles to the max!
Whoa there, Turbo. Do you even know what's in that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
See, most protein powders are filled with artificial sweeteners, food dyes, and filler.
Really?
I wouldn't put that stuff in my body.
Neither would I. Transparent Labs is made with just a handful of all-natural ingredients without any of the weird stuff. Transparent Labs. Protein without the weird stuff.
Victor, a lot of people also ask us, a lot of times we see like questions, the kettlebells, what are they good for? Do bodybuilders use them? Have you used kettlebells? And I've seen them in every gym, but like a lot of people in bodybuilding, do they actually use them?
I mean, back in the days, they had them in the gym when I was like in junior high school.
You have some right there. You have some right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good for functional, balance, core training, dynamics. I mean,
kettlebell is the original dumbbell basically for the bodybuilding.
Yes. You do curls with them? What do you do with them?
That's original dumbbell.
Yeah, before dumbbells was actually kettlebells.
Kettlebell was the dumbbell.
Yes.
But they're uncomfortable to use for curls. No? What do
you
use?
Different exercises.
Different exercises, core
when you
exercises.
hold the kettlebell, I'm sorry. When you hold the
kettlebell,
kettlebell is like this. It's like a V shape, and the weight comes to here, and you're holding your hand in top. So dumbbell has a balance. Dumbbell weight has a left or right. It's completely different force, basically. but it's the force. Same thing is force down because the gravity, but as a holding ways, it's completely different. You can work out.
So how do you use them? Do you still work out with them?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I do with the core. I do with the core, twisting core, and on the knee. I do the rowing for the back and hamstring for the ladies. Yeah, I work out a lot with the dumbbells.
Vic,
So you swing them?
you swing them like I see people go like this. They
I didn't
swing
picture
like,
you to be a swinger. That's not, you know.
That was good.
That was a good one, yeah. Have you used kettlebells ever in your training as a pro bodybuilder?
I have, yeah. When they're in my way, I move them. Let me get to my dumbbells, man.
Exactly.
You know, but I have used them before again, and it's just it was just a high school thing. They were the only thing we had. There was no real dumbbells.
My point
So it was basically picking them up and just as high as you can.
Kettlebell, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do the march or walk anywhere.
Yes,
we just
that's
picked
for
them
the
up.
core. That's perfect.
Yeah, we just picked them up, and
I
it was
do all the
just.
time,
I think the highest we had was it wasn't even that heavy. I think it was like 40
No,
in high school. We had 10,
I have 75.
20, 30,
I have
40.
a 75 here, and I have 120 downstairs.
Yeah, you're not gonna have that in junior high school. In high school, though, you know that's the thing. You know, so yes, they have their purpose. You know, and again now with kettlebells, ever since CrossFit, it revived the kettlebells. You know, just a whole new other. You know,
but no pro
following.
bodybuilder ever used kettlebell.
Well, I mean,
I can't say that. I can't say that.
No. I mean, Dorian.
Yeah,
Well,
because-
six-time Olympia Dorian Yates uses them for rotational training all the time. He actually posts all the
You
time.
can't say don't use it because.
So I mean, he didn't implement it as much during his Olympia prep days. Actually, we have his journal, which is online available. By the way, if you guys want to check out his exclusive Olympia training journals, we have them available on GenerationNine.com. But he has also featured rotational kettlebell swings for tricep extensions, all this other stuff that are good for, you know, agility and movement.
Yes.
Right? I mean, at the end of the day, you want to put on muscle, you want to put on strength and bring strength, but there's also factor as you age, movement, right? Agility.
Well, also, I haven't seen no sports athlete right now, top sports athlete that does not use kettlebell, you know. So they do have their purpose. And again, it was just, they were lost within a certain time, you know. I think between the 80s, 90s.
Until now.
Yeah. There was just, but they made a comeback, but they do have their purpose. They do work, very effective. And that's why,
It's the perfect for the people never use the gym or dumbbell.
Yes.
Because as soon as I see the people walk into the gym, as soon as they see the dumbbells, barbells, the equipment, the gym, say, I don't want to be bulky. I don't want to be look manly. I don't want to jack up. Guys, I don't want to be jacked. I want to be fit. But kettlebell is signature of the fitness. When you give them a kettlebell, he feels or she feels good I'm not lifting dumbbells. It's the same concept.
That's so weird.
It's the same concept, but
I can't really knock on the kettlebells. They have the purpose.
I'm using.
they have the purpose.
I'm using the one method for those people. I give them one kettlebell and I tell them for right now, 30 minutes, you're not allowed to put it down. So with one kettlebell, we're using the different exercises.
Torturing them.
So if we get tired, he can hold it or she can hold it and walk, but he can put it down for 30 minutes.
Yeah. So you switch one side to the other.
Switch the side, swimming, rowing. You can do so many things. You know, triceps with double.
Listen, I'll go to kettlebell any day, man.
Yes. Again, just only kettlebell or just only dumbbells, not machine or just only machine, not free weight. Just only is not good. Balance.
Combination.
Yes.
You have to find your balance of your workout. You have to use everything: machine, free weight, dumbbell,
calisthenics.
Yes, why not? Why not?
To be the ultimate fit athlete.
Yes.
You know?
All right. Well, I guess people will not know what to do.
So don't knock them down. Just learn how to use them. I mean, there's so many different programs, and it's just not just lifting them up and putting them down. There's many different ways and techniques to actually really make them, you know, basically effective. You know.
What else we got going on?
No, so I know Shaun Clarida is always making the news every year for the Arnold. I mean, he's been the the giant killer, so to speak, right? Have
the
you seen
love
Shaun
size.
Clarida? He
Oh
looks
my
massive.
God.
He's
He's
190 pounds right now.
Wow.
190 pounds?
190 pounds, yeah.
He looks bigger than 190
With that
pounds.
frame,
round,
195 is a lot.
round. It's
Yes.
just, I mean, the most
He
rounded
always comes in
shoulders I've
sharp
seen.
for the Arnold. I know he has a history of coming in sharp for the Arnold. We root for Shaun. Obviously, shout out to Mutant. They've been an incredible supporter of Shaun for so many years. And I think he's going to come in to win it again.
No, he ain't playing, man. He's no joke, you know.
He's going to get Samson.
Yeah, he's going
Derek
against
Lawson.
the big names. But again, you know, you got to remember he's still a Mr. Olympia. You know,
And do you
212,
do you think he still has the ability to reign as a champion for the next couple of years? I know because at this point, Shaun is a veteran, right?
Open
Yeah.
category? Open category? Or
Yeah, open and maybe and 212.
See, but I can't count him out. Nobody can, because he really, when you look at him, you see him not just training, but you see him in person. You see the freaking killer look. Like he's got it in him for a few more years. Like he's not letting up anytime soon, man.
He posted an image of off-season, I think, physique,
Yes.
and he's over 300 pounds. Did you see that image?
Yes.
I saw.
What you
He's
guys
big. Sergio Oliva. He's got the stage presence. I just want him to come in more conditioned. That's it.
Yeah,
bringing that
Sergio
condition.
don't need size or weight. He need to become sharp. He's huge. His arm is bigger than my head.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Vlad recently had him on an interview, and
Yeah.
he
We're made up.
you guys got beef. Look at that.
He need to become more sharper. I mean, his father had exactly the same problem. Never become sharp. He had the good
Well,
condition.
his father was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that for
Mr.
that moment,
Olympia,
second
different
Mr.
time.
Olympia,
Yeah, different time.
different
I mean,
time.
but you look
Different
at,
time. Different time.
but his father was harder than Bill Pearl.
That's fact. Yeah.
You know, I mean,
But he has to be-
we evolve. You can't from that time to now. And then I believe one of the Olympias that he should have won, they gave it to Arnold because
That's
you know,
controversial for sure.
yeah, I heard it was the only time they tore a theater apart.
Oh, really?
The
do you
only
think that
time
was
in
more?
history.
Do you think that was more controversial than Jay Cutler's win over you in 07?
It was clear
No,
back
nothing
in
beats
those
that
days.
country.
No. 207, it was very bad.
Well, 07, you know, those are the years, you know, anything after 2000 where they let slide, you know. It's like, it's different. We're talking about the 70s. The 70s, they didn't play, man.
There was no video cameras.
No.
Like
No
you know,
video
social
cameras.
media,
People
nothing.
spoke physically. And I heard they tore this theater apart, man.
We have two
Somebody that was there told me.
Wow.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. They tore it apart, bro.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
tell us about that. Because people want to know about it.
No. They said basically Arnold's first win against Sergio.
Right.
Everybody knew Sergio, you know, Arnold
Won.
was still, you know, a favorite, new, just won
But Joe Weider wanted him
universe.
to win.
Joe Weider, yeah, they wanted him to win. He's a new face, and Sergio's won already a couple of times. But when they made the announcement, I heard they started a riot. And they started tearing, you know, in those days, the seats were, you
To
know.
be in that
just like
room in
now,
those days
they're
would have been
stuck to the theater, you know.
amazing.
Nailed down, but I heard they started a riot. They started.
That's a great story, actually.
That's a great story.
Wow.
And you know, Sergio told me in an interview and on a record, he said his father was very kind of bitter at the sport. When he retired, he was never content. Like he was never like, you know what I mean? Like people looked at him as a troublemaker because he didn't want to go to these events.
It's
And he was
not trouble.
they looked at him as being disrespectful to the sport, but he was always had this bitterness about it. You know?
It's not. I wouldn't say bitterness. Is kind of like you feel when you get disrespected.
That's what I'm saying. He felt disrespected.
Yeah, disrespected. So it kind of feels like, why I'm getting disrespected, and then I'm going to show face, and then you look at the same people that disrespected me, and me look stupid. So
That makes sense.
again, I can only picture him not going to places he wanted to be in. I'm sure he wanted to be there. You know, he was just standing his ground.
Sergio told me a story, actually interesting. It's in one of the interviews that we did. So you guys know Predator movie, obviously, or Arnold Schwarzenegger classic.
Yeah.
So they invited Sergio Oliva to be part of that movie, part of the cast, one of the guys, you know, soldiers. And he wanted the same amount of money as Arnold. So obviously they didn't go for it. But things like that happened, you know, when it was always like Arnold. And Arnold, I guess he wasn't nice to Sergio, but he knew he was a star.
Ego.
Yeah, but look at that. Even then, Arnold, you got to remember, he's still one of the few guys, after I think Adam Sandler, that still brings a lot of his friends to the movies.
Yes, he
to
does.
get parts in the movies.
All the time.
Yeah, very few guys do that in Hollywood.
He's very loyal, like that, from
yes.
what I understand.
Yeah, I think Sergio Oliva just needed an agent back then. You know, I think it was.
I was thinking we have two bodybuilders that bring son into the sport. Sergio Oliva and Labrada.
Yeah.
Is it genetics involved with? I mean, affected with those athletes?
I think, of course, partially so. I think if you look across sports in
I
general,
mean, they help them. They help them to become.
Yeah. If you look at cross sports in general, you see the same thing. I mean, obviously, you see it in baseball. I mean, you can't just like go into and become a professional baseball player overnight. I mean,
basketball.
Some of these guys have the genetics for it.
Yeah, tall, height.
You know.
But we all in agreement that both Hunter Labrada and Sergio Jr. both deserve to be an IBB pro athletes, right? They both have tremendous talent.
Yes, they have the talent. They did it. I don't know. I don't think there was favoritism. They conquered the category. They did it, and they're still going at it. You know, not to crack a top, show. That's another story. They're still going. That's why they're still pushing it. They're still in the trenches, and we wish Sergio luck. Can't wait to see his comeback this year. I know he had ups and downs. He had the craziness over in Dubai and all that.
Yeah, that was a crazy story.
Yeah, and it's
was
just
last year.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. I think
2 years ago, actually.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
That was a crazy story.
Yeah.
The guy died actually. You guys know the story.
Yeah, so you have challenges in life. It's not just, I'm an athlete, I'm only doing this. Life happens, and it happens to the best of us. So can't wait to see his comeback, and, let it play out this year, man. I'd like to see him back in the Olympia stage,
It's very cool to see the son of the previous bodybuilder on the
It's
stage.
always cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's always cool,
But the question we have a lot of bodybuilders, professional on Mr. Olympia stage, but just two of them son come back on the stage. Just two. That means it's two persons.
Very few. That means a lot of...
There's got to be more, no?
Oh, no. Maybe a lot of bodybuilding guys are making too much girls. I don't know. Maybe we're having too many girls. Maybe we
have a girls category.
Or they give birth to a son and then be like, you're not going to be a bodybuilder. No.
Because right now,
whatever it takes.
I'm looking Chris Cormier's son. He's playing the football. I'm looking
Kevin Levroni's son playing.
Kevin Levroni's son. He's playing football.
And Brendan Curry.
Dexter Jackson's son.
Brendan Curry's son playing.
Brandon Curry's son is all playing the football.
Well, again,
it goes for money.
Yes, not money, but also the skill. Where it's more fun.
I don't think it's a skill. Look at this. I
don't think they want to diet, bro.
When I compare bodybuilding to NFL, you say, bro, they receive a lot of money, blah, blah. It's exactly feeling you have, Dexter Jackson has. Say, look at, I'm competing until 52 years, and right now, what they give me? Nothing.
Yes.
If Dexter Jackson was competing,
if anybody is guiding his son right, and you're talking about football, Dexter is one of them. He's like, yo, son, no, I'm going to put you in the right league, in the right place
to make money
and give you the right support. Not just money, but something that he's support. Actually playing that doesn't consider any part of it favoritism.
Yeah,
it's all skills, and just deliver, and
they become more famous, bro.
He wanted to become a basketball player, but he discovered that he had more talent for bodybuilding.
His genetics fell into bodybuilding.
Exactly,
yes,
right.
Yes.
That was a different approach. I mean,
you're right. Phillies was basketball.
So the trajectory, not necessarily just because your parent does one thing, means you're going to do it.
All right, enough about this. Let's talk about something very important.
Yes.
Burger King in Ecuador introduced a donut burger. It's actually a donut split into two pieces, and there's a burger in the middle.
Freaking donut whopper. Like, what the hell? I mean,
that's disrespectful to the pizza.
I mean, no, you can't compare. No, that's just different. It's just Ecuador, it's not the fittest country.
Well, they're testing it out there, I guess. If it becomes a big hit, they're going to bring it everywhere else.
Bring the diabetes,
I remember the first...
Bring diabetes back.
Make diabetes great again.
Yeah, make diabetes
I remember the first time I go to city and order a pizza. So they bring me the pizza. And I start to fork and knife, and my friend said, put it down. Put it down. Don't eat pizza with the fork.
Oh no, that's mutiny, man.
That's what I do it in Europe.
So,
Oh,
So-
disrespectful.
this is this. He told me this
No,
is
no,
disrespectful to eating pizza.
No.
Pizza has to be flat, thin,
Listen,
blah, blah,
if
blah,
you're
blah.
eating like pizza with a fork and knife, you gotta have at least $5 million in your bank account, man.
What do you think about these videos where they take a
That's the
whole,
only reason you're doing that.
what
That's
about when
it,
you take a
bro.
whole pizza pie, you put a couple of burgers in it, and you roll it up in a big sandwich?
No,
That's just all for show.
It's
That's
just disrespectful.
Can you
man.
talk something
It's just-
else?
You're gonna get slapped,
I
man.
want a pizza. Right
You're
now.
gonna get slapped, bro. Pizza. Don't
I'm in
even-
the carnival. I want a pizza right now.
Oh,
So Victor, about the donut burger, would you try it on your?
well, first of
Usually-
all, I don't like Burger King at all. I think the first time I ate it, I was 11 and I puked all over the restaurant.
Burger
man.
King?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because all the kids order a regular burger. I remember a Big Mac, and it had the nastiest things in it. It had ketchup, mustard,
And
onions,
pickles.
mayo, pickles. Oh my
You hate
god!
pickles.
And I'm still traumatized to this day, man. It was a trajectory. I mean, it was like I shot out. It must
The
have
other
come out like
kids?
this. No, I just went all over. It's like a spray, man.
Man.
And I was so excited because I never had Burger King. And I was part of this little league team. And this lady, Miss Hoffman, rest in peace, from the neighborhood, she treated us. Real nice lady, and I was so excited. I never had Burger King. And I still know the smell, man. It's crazy. I bit it, man.
You
And it
didn't
was
like it.
no. It was just, and I saw everybody chewing. I said, let me just go through the process of chewing. And I chewed and I suffered through the chewing. With that one swallow, it's like it hit my, it just came right.
Were you drinking the night before?
Dude, I was 11, man. I was 11. I'm like 11 going on 12.
So were you drinking the night before?
I would never. I'm not a Burger King fan. I don't like Burger King.
So
And
you
then
definitely not tried this.
and then adding a donut to a burger.
It's sweet and savory dish, basically.
I don't know what's going on in Ecuador, man. I don't know, man. I know you have the Galapagos, and I went once to Cuenca, very nice city, and I think Quito, or is it Quito? No, Guayaquil is like mad violent. It's like any other city. They have their ups and downs. I just remember distinctively that every chair has a hook that you can hook your purses to.
Oh wow,
That was interesting. But
thoughtful.
give a shout out to my boy over there, Robert. He's up there. Retired bodybuilder. But it's I don't know what's going on. I don't know who thought of it. And let's see if it gets here. And I guess if it gets here, it's just let's make America fatter again. Well, with Ozempic, I think they have no shame in eating
He'll
it.
balance it out.
Yeah.
Ozempic on one side.
Yeah. It's just eat and shoot up. It's not bad.
All right.
That's the episode, everyone. Thank you for watching us. And remember, if you want to see any of our prior episodes, follow us, like, comment, and we appreciate you always. Thank you, and keep those comments and questions coming. Until next time, Generation 9 Podcast.